Shohei Ohtani. Everybody knows who Shohei Ohtani is, and if you don't know, you're finna find out. You wouldn't click this video if you didn't know, but look, we're reacting to Shohei Ohtani, the greatest athlete in the world. In my personal opinion, who's the best athlete in the world? People look at football, people look at basketball. Some will say like LeBron, all them. Shohei Ohtani is the best athlete in the world right now. I'm saying it right now. He's the best athlete in the world right now. So we're finna get into it. I don't want to hold y'all no longer. All right, there we go. Let's get it, man.
As a rookie in Japan, Shohei Ohtani was described as a, quote, selfish player whose team was ruining his career. In 2021, he had what Sporting News called the greatest individual season in sports history.
So as a rookie, they said that this man was selfish and his team, and like he was causing his team to lose and stuff like that, or his team was causing him to like not be successful. And then he had the greatest season of sports history.
And in 2022, he's having an even better season. He can throw a 102-mile-per-hour fastball, hit a ball 119 miles per hour, and reached a sprint speed of 19.8 miles per hour.
Nah, he's
That's
different.
Faster than Michael Vick.
Shohei Ohtani faster than Michael Vick. What's going on? What's going on?
When coming to America, he voluntarily lost close to $200 million just to play Major League Baseball. In Japan, he gave
$200 million. I'm sorry I'm pausing this so much, but this is crazy already. This is a good video. This is a great video.
$100 million just to play Major League Baseball. In Japan, he gave his entire salary to his mother so she could manage it. She gave him an allowance of $1,000 a month. After 2 years, he saved $20,000, meaning he spent $4,000 in 2 years. His salary was $2.4 million a year. Ohtani doesn't do anything except baseball and has a borderline psychotic obsession with becoming the best athlete in the world. And right now, not a single athlete in any sport even comes close. Just
Ohtani different.
James, who despite being one of the greatest and most versatile players in a sport that is
that's Shohei Ohtani in baseball. That's rare.
Finished a season top 10 in points, rebounds, and assists. This season, Ohtani is top 5 in the AL in 3 major offensive categories and also 3 major pitching categories.
That's
no
crazy.
Can compete because he is a starting pitcher and a designated hitter, making him one of only 2 MLB players in the past 100 years to do that.
Babe Ruth and him. That man legendary. Nah, you gotta be legendary to like. He's top. Listen to it. He's top 5 in hitting and pitching.
Since the 90s,
he's
there
top
have been
3,
6
I think.
MLB players who also played in the NFL. Meaning, if Ohtani was the league's best hitter, then played in the NFL during the offseason, that would actually be less impressive. Out of all the players who've done this, Bo Jackson was the best, making an all-star.
Bo Jackson was nasty.
And leading the NFL in 3 offensive categories in the same year. But unlike
Bo Jackson
Ohtani,
was cold.
he could only keep up this insane production for 1 year. And according to Ohtani's 2021 season was more valuable than all 8 of Bo Jackson's MLB seasons combined. There have been several two-way players within football. Lou Groza was one of the biggest offensive linemen in the league and was also the best kicker in the league. Jimmy Conklin was not only the team's quarterback, he also played defensive back and was the head coach of the team. He also
quarterback, coach, and owner.
However, unlike Ohtani,
whoever dude is legendary. That man coach. He was the quarterback, coach, and owner.
Coach of the team.
That's
he also
wild.
Owned the franchise.
That's
However,
crazy.
Unlike Ohtani, neither won league MVP and played over 50
He's
years ago.
cold.
In modern sports, this doesn't happen because it requires an insane
workload
and obsession to training that only Ohtani has, and these stories prove
that man is
his
cold.
obsession to baseball is borderline psychotic. As a rookie in Japan, Ohtani would pitch for the team's minor league team.
I want to go to
day,
Japan so
then,
bad.
That same day, would be in the lineup and play right field for the major league team at night. By the time he left Japan at 23 years old, he didn't even have a driver's license because according to him, it took too much time to get it and he only wanted to go to the field and back anyway. In fact, in his first professional season, his team wouldn't even allow him to go out to dinner with his teammates. He was only allowed to go from the stadium to the hotel or to the team's dormitories where he lived during the season.
Nah, they were like, we got to protect this man at all costs. See them? They're not great like you. Since you're great, you don't even get to see your teammates.
And even after becoming the best and most famous athlete in Japan, he voluntarily stayed in the team's dormitories, which are usually reserved for young players, where players can request and receive permission anytime they want to leave. According to him, he literally trains while he sleeps, saying he, quote, gets ideas while he's sleeping, then tries them in the game the next day. Ohtani
That's crazy because
competitiveness of Kobe and Jordan, but his on-the-field antics are kind of the opposite. Ohtani is constantly apologizing and waving at people. He threw a ball close to Mark Canha's head. He got pissed and screamed at Ohtani. Ohtani just laughed and apologized. During a brawl with the Mariners, him and his interpreter got in the pile and pulled a player out in the friendliest way possible. He's constantly seen picking up trash off the field because in high school, he was taught this is good luck. Ohtani's personality really doesn't seem like an ultra-competitive athlete, but he is definitely built like one.
I wonder what they were talking about, like his rookie year, like he was selfish and didn't care about the team. So I wonder where that came from. Cause he looked completely different right here. I ain't gonna lie to you. He don't look selfish whatsoever. Like he look like he just gets along. Like he just like everyone else, just trying to have fun.
In fact, his raw physical ability made some people call him the best player in the world before he even stepped foot in America, making him arguably a better prospect than LeBron James, who is known as being the best prospect in basketball history. But believe it or not, at one point, there was even a prospect in his class ranked higher than him. He ended up playing in the Philippines for the Pure Feud TJ Hot Dogs. Ohtani had no such competition.
I hope that's not. I hope Lenny Cook didn't play over there for the Hot Dogs. Come on, man.
For fastest pitch thrown in Japanese history and hit a home run that literally went through the roof of the Tokyo Dome before he ever even stepped foot in America. MLB prospects are graded on a scale from 20 to 80 means that you are a Hall of Fame level talent in that skill. It is.
He hit it through the roof. I've never seen that. That man was like, this man is too cold, man. I don't even know baseball. The one time I'm just now starting to get into it just a tad, just a little bit. The one time I seen this man, like Shohei Ohtani, it was when they were playing in that World Baseball, whatever it was, where they played like the US. I seen like the game before that. I heard he was cold. He way colder than I thought. Then like people were saying he was good, but I didn't watch baseball, so I didn't know how good they're talking about. Nah, this man is different.
Hit a home run that literally
he's
through the
different
roof of the Tokyo Dome before he ever
he's actually
foot in America.
Cold. He's so good, man.
20 to 80. Getting an 80 means that you are a Hall of Fame level talent in that skill.
Shohei Ohtani's so good. It's not even
0.2% of major leaguers.
It almost looks.
Ohtani got an 80 in 3 different skills, meaning that he has Hall of Fame level talent.
He's a Hall of Fame all around.
In speed and for his splitter. It goes without saying that this has never happened in the history of baseball, where it's
why is he this good?
That being a hitter and a pitcher at the same time.
He's the best hitter and pitcher on the team. In the league, pretty much.
That likely will never happen again. Ohtani would have never even been allowed to attempt to do both. After high school, Ohtani publicly announced he would sign to a major league team, asking Japanese teams not to draft him. The Nippon Ham Fighters completely ignored this and drafted him anyway. To convince
that man was hurt, whatever that was. He must have lost.
To America, making their pick worthless, they had to offer him something that no other team was willing to: the ability to void his contract and allow him to go to America whenever he wanted, and let him become a two-way player, which literally no other team on earth was even considering.
That's crazy. Yeah, you don't hear about that
Japan in over 60 years. When several players did it for a few years before they decided that doing both was too hard.
Much. Yeah, it's a burnout.
Was an American icon for doing this for a year and a half before he also decided it was too hard. The only players in the 100-plus year history of baseball who did this for more than a few seasons were Bullet Joe Rogan and Martin DeHigo.
Joe Rogan
were so legendary, they made the Hall of Fame.
That boy Joe Rogan.
History of baseball who did this for more than a few seasons
funny.
were Bullet Joe Rogan and Martin DeHigo. These players were so legendary, they made the Hall of Fame despite never playing a game of Major League Baseball because of the color barrier. So obviously, nobody thought Ohtani could do it. He was called childish for taking up bats away from, quote, real players. Scouts in Japan thought that the fighters were
I know. That's why they were
by allowing him to do
they're
both,
saying he'd been selfish because
likely wouldn't have even allowed
he
him
doing
to do
both
if they didn't think it was the only way they could prevent him from signing in America. But within 3 years, he became the second best hitter in the league while simultaneously being the best pitcher in the league. He won league MVP and every other award in Japan, becoming the most famous athlete in the country.
Well, I bet you they called
them
selfish until they seen that man play. Then they got real quiet. They just said a single word after that.
Today's sponsor. Everyone has people in their life that they rely on. For example, I have an editor who's editing this video right now. Whether you need a personal assistant, producer, babysitter, or almost anything else, or you can start hiring for free today. 2017.
I need people to edit videos.
Waited 2 more years, he would have been a free agent and would have signed a major league contract for around $200 million. But since he was still under contract in Japan, he was only legally allowed to sign for $3.5 million. Ohtani
that sucks.
He signed to the Angels, making less money than he made for the Fighters and $190 million less than if he would have just waited 2 more seasons. Being the first two-way player in MLB was the only thing Ohtani cared about, which just based off the work schedule
he finna make so much money now though, because I think his contract
MLB
finna be up.
Typically arrive 6 hours before the game starts.
Like after this season, his contract gonna be up. You know how much money this man gonna make? $500 million at least. At least.
Ohtani does both. In theory, that's 12 hours of work a day, plus 3 hours of games he plays every single night. That's 15 hours of baseball every day and doesn't even include the insane travel schedule professional baseball players go through. And this insane work schedule almost ended his career as a two-way player. Ohtani's first week in MLB was electric. He hit 3 home runs in his first 4 games. He took a perfect game into the 7th, and over his first 2 starts, held opposing batters to a .093 batting average. At one point,
just when he first got there,
the betting favorite to win MVP as a rookie. Then he completely fell apart.
This scout said he probably should be at A-ball right now.
His next 3 starts were terrible, and then came injury.
Ohtani parted tonight's game due to a blister.
After injury.
Shohei Ohtani will undergo Tommy John surgery.
When Ohtani found out he was getting Tommy John, he was so depressed he didn't step outside his house once for an entire week. Ohtani was still allowed to hit, putting up numbers strong enough to win Rookie of the Year. But this was used by many as proof he shouldn't focus on pitching at all.
Just focus on hitting.
Step in and make a decision for him. It's too hard to be the best hitter and pitcher at the highest level.
He played 2019 solely as a hitter to recover his elbow. He hit well, but experienced even more injuries.
Dang, he was getting hurt.
One or the other, because both are so
dog, knee surgery. God, he was getting hurt.
demanding.
Rehabbing from an elbow and knee injury while trying to
his elbow and knee was hurt.
Train at 2 positions.
The whole right side of his body was hurt.
Ohtani's 2020, the worst season of his career. Then another injury.
I didn't know you were going through all this.
John surgery, check. Knee surgery, check. Now an arm strain, check. He's screwed.
Ohtani was getting 6 days rest between starts.
It's funny whenever like someone gives like a take and then you look back like as years or whatever goes by, that take looks so crazy. That take, like people's takes look so bad like after the fact, like when it gets proven wrong. But some of the takes look so bad, it's like, how can you say? Like I remember one, it was about Luka Doncic. The dude was like, I can't even see him playing in the G League or something like that. And then he came in taking the league by storm. I love whenever they get proven wrong.
After pitching, and was not put in the lineup in games when he pitched. But despite all of these safety measures, his body was breaking down. And in 2021, he knew it was his last chance to prove a two-way player was possible. The Angels went with the complete opposite approach. He would get essentially no rest, play every day, and hit and
I think the Angels is trying to prove We gonna prove to you that you can't do this.
During the same game,
We ain't gonna give you.
Workload never
We ain't gonna give you no break.
And this caused the best season ever seen. He became the first player ever to be selected to the All-Star team twice in the same season. Once as a pitcher and once as a hitter. He was selected to compete in the Home Run Derby, had his interpreter catch for it, and donated the $150,000 he won to the Angels clubhouse workers. In All-Star
He's a real
one.
one.
Ohtani sold for over $130,000, and it wasn't even game worn. In Japan, every single Angels game was nationally broadcasted, including an alternate broadcast that filmed him the entire game, no matter where he was.
See, I like Japan. They be they really be like looking out for their people. I swear they do. They be showing so much love. Man, I want to go there.
He won the Silver
I gotta
Slugger
go
Award,
there,
the
man.
Best
This
DH Award, AP Male Athlete of the Year, ESPY's Male Athlete of the Year, was listed as one of the top 100 most influential people in the world by Time Magazine, and was unanimous.
That man
MVP.
is so nice.
He was even chosen by the Japanese government to get the People's Honor Award of Japan. However,
they
Ohtani
love this
turned
man.
it down, saying, quote, "It's too early for me to get the award." Ohtani's 2021 was ranked as the single greatest season by any athlete in sports history.
Yep.
In 2022, he's already accumulated more WAR than in sports
He going
history.
crazy this year too. 46 homers, 156. Yo, that's crazy. 46 homers, 100 RBIs, and then you look at the pitching. That 156 strikeout.
He's already accumulated more
cold,
WAR than he
man.
had in 2021. In an 8-game stretch in June, Ohtani made 2 starts, didn't give up a single run, and struck out an insane 49% of the batters he faced. During this stretch,
He struck out
also
50% of the
hit 4
people.
home runs and had 12 RBIs. He accumulated
what?
1.8 WAR. That's more WAR than the entire Detroit Tigers offense has all season. Ohtani did it in 8 days. Since 2021, Ohtani has offensive numbers on par with Willie Mays' career numbers, while putting up pitching stats on par with Pedro Martinez's career numbers. He is literally 2 Hall of Fame players in one, making him the greatest athlete on.
Yeah, but I agree with this. He's the greatest athlete on earth.
This merch line is live. We have.
That's it for the video, man. Y'all put it in the comments. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Is Shohei Ohtani the greatest athlete in the world? Because in my opinion, I'm not going to lie to you. I think this man is. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think Shohei Ohtani is the greatest athlete in the world right now. The stuff he does is ridiculous. Like, he's top 5 in hitting and pitching. That's when I say that's not her. Like, even I know. I don't even watch baseball that much, but even I know that's unheard of. Like, that's insane. He's doing stuff we've never seen before. But that's it for the video. Put it in the comments. Is he the greatest athlete of all time? I'll catch y'all next one. Till then, I'm out. Peace.